Down at the bottom of the garden, among the birds and the bees, a little lot of little people they call the Poddington Peas. There's creepy black-eyed bee and Dumpy. Keep it a secret now, please. They're zippy, happy, and they're sweet. And all the Poddington Peas, the Poddington Peas.
Dumpy woke early as usual and stretched out his arm. He grabbed a sticky jam tart and gulped it down. Now it was time for his breakfast. He opened his curtains, but instead of bright sunshine, there was darkness. Then he heard a commotion outside. Something was blocking his door, but he managed to squeeze out. Dumpy found all the peas gathered around an enormous egg. Snoopy had made a close inspection.
Ah, yes, it's definitely an egg.
I wonder what's inside, said Happy.
I know what's inside,
said Dumpy, and thinking of his stomach as usual, he added,
an omelette.
Don't be silly,
said Poppy.
That's a bird's egg, and there might be a chick in it. And if so, we must help it to hatch.
I know, said Choppy. Let's build a bird's nest, keep the egg warm. But Dumpy sneaked off selfishly for his breakfast, while the others began work. The nest soon grew as all the other peas helped to build it. Just as Teepee added the finishing touch, a tea cosy, Dumpy came strolling out.
I have 5 minutes before my tea. Is there anything I can do to help?
Yes, said Poppy archly. As you've done nothing else, you can sit on the egg to keep it warm.
But I'll starve if I don't have any tea.
The peas insisted he would have to sit on the egg, so Dumpy climbed up the ladder and flopped on top of it.
But I don't like heights.
But they still insisted that he stayed there, and they went off for their tea. Dumpy shivered as night fell. In the moonlight, it looked like one big egg on top of another. All he could think about was eggs. Fried eggs, omelettes, scrambled eggs, boiled eggs. When morning came, he couldn't stand it any longer. He left his post and raided the fridge. As he dashed back, he heard a loud crack. The chick had hatched and tried to help himself to Dumpy's sandwich. But Dumpy held on to his snack and was just about to take a bite when the chick cried out the most important word in Dumpy's vocabulary. Food! And Dumpy, even though he was hungry, did something he'd never done before. He gave his food away. There was a loud cheer. Without him realizing it, the other peas had appeared. Well done, Dumpy! They all cheered. Dumpy was feeling quite pleased with himself when the chick's mother arrived and said, "Is there anything I can do to repay you all, especially Dumpy?" she said. "He's been so kind." Bashfully, Dumpy said,
I'd like to choose a name for the chick.
"I think it's a lovely idea," she answered. "What would you like to call him?"
Omelette,
replied Dumpy. The mother bird agreed.
"Very well. Omelette. That will be his name."
As they prepared to leave, Dumpy turned to Happy and said,
See? I told you there was an omelette in that egg.
Down at the bottom of the garden, among the birds and the bees, a little lot of little people they call the Poddington Peas. There's creepy black-eyed bee and Dumpy. Keep it a secret now, please. They're zippy, happy, and they're sweet. And all the Poddington Peas, the Poddington Peas.